everybody, it is Alex of Coin Collector. Welcome back to my channel. My recent video that I did talked about silver and some interesting facts about silver. Today's video is going to be about gold. And seeing that I don't have any of that precious metal on me right now, I have this gold-plated buffalo nickel from 2005 to represent the color of said precious metal. Of course, realistically, if I had gold, I probably wouldn't show it to you, because gold is far more valuable than silver. But this gold-plated buffalo nickel from 2005, it's about all I have to show you, because unlike silver, like I covered last time, gold is way more expensive. Something you should know is the price of gold. Per gram, gold is about $107.39. Per ounce, it's $3,340.10. And per kilogram, it's $107,386. What about per ton? If you wanted 2,000 pounds of gold, it'd set you back over $107 million. I barely have enough money for 1 gram, let alone 1 ton, so if I want a bar of gold, it looks like I'm breaking into Fort Knox. Speaking of gold, it is mined. It has been mined for over 5,000 years. And there are also people that try to fish for gold in the edges of riverbanks. There is an off chance they could find gold, but they can also find something called pyrite, which is fool's gold. They look very similar, but are also very different. It could be pyrite or it could be gold. Hence why pyrite is called fool's gold. An untrained eye, you could definitely tell that pyrite could be confused for gold, but if you see them side by side, it's definitely a difference. Gold's got a way richer color. But if you're a poor fisherman fishing for gold and are way out of your town, well, I could see how you could accidentally get too confused. Gold doesn't rust. That's another interesting fact. It's very non-reactive. It's the most non-reactive of all the metals. And gold will never rust. How about our bodies? What do our bodies have to do with gold? Well, we actually always have a little bit of gold inside of us. The average human body contains about 0.2 milligrams of gold. And our bones are 0.016 parts per million gold. Gold is also a great conductor, and it's used in electronics. There are small parts of gold in my phone, in your phone. There's gold in this computer, and even in my electronic keyboard. If it has a circuit, I guarantee you there are little specks of gold in it as well. In fact, there are there's that extract gold from the recycled circuits and motherboards, and they do it by there's this poison, I think it's like arsenic or cyanide or something, that they use to extract it. But it's a very cool process. I recommend looking up how they extract the gold from your recycled electronics to who knows what to do with it. Gold is also a very pliable metal. In fact, you could turn gold into sewing thread. That's how thin and pliable it is to make. And the King Tutankhamun's tomb had over 1.5 tons of gold inside of it. Humans have mined a lot of gold throughout all the years we have existed, but we have over, I want to say like 9 billion tons, 9 billion metric tons of gold that's in our ocean, and it's mostly unextractable. All that gold is going to stay there until humans find a way to extract it all to use. The purity of gold is measured in carats. So if we have something that is 24 karat gold, it is 100% said precious metal. Lower grades like 18, 10, 20 karat means there's other alloys mixed with it. I made a joke about Fort Knox. Now, exactly how much gold is in Fort Knox? They say there's about 147.3 million ounces of gold in Fort Knox, reaching about a value of about $290 billion. That is a lot of gold. When you think gold, you might think coins, but pretty much all the gold is used in jewelry. There's a lot of it that's used in aerospace engineering. There's some of it used in dentistry, mostly in coins and in jewels. And jewelers, they work with silver and gold all the time. And over the course of like maybe 15 years, gold and silver shavings wind up on jewelry store carpets. What they will do is they have a company come in and they extract the gold and the silver from those carpets so they can get whatever money they potentially have lost from the carpet into their pocket. Gold can resist a lot of things. It can resist attack by air, moisture, heat, and even most industrial solvents. The largest ever gold nugget weighed 2,316 troy ounces, and it was found in Australia in 1869. It's called the Welcome Stranger. I got about one more interesting fact for you about gold. It is much, much heavier in real life than you would think. Now, when you see gold coins, you probably think about Scrooge McDuck swimming in his gold coins. That's not exactly the case. Of course, Family Guy did an interesting parody on it where the gold formed a very hard solid, and let's just say it didn't end well for Peter. A 1 troy ounce gold bar is about 27 pounds. So let's say you have a bag of 10 of them. Do the math and see how heavy that is. And you'll also see how impossible it would be to try to steal the bar of gold because it's very heavy and it would be very obvious. Compared to silver bars, and even silver coins, silver is a lot lighter than gold. And gold being much more rare and valuable than silver has earned it a spot as one of the most sought after precious metals on this earth. And hopefully one day we all can find a little bit of gold. I'm a conservative coin collector. Those are just some facts about gold. If you like what you see, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the bell icon. Until next time, I'm signing off. So long, everybody.